The Boy and His Striped Teddy Bear. Little Teddy went to school every day with his teddy bear. But this day was different. Today, Teddy's parents told him they were moving to a new house, and he wouldn't be going back to the school he has always gone to. Before they left, he was allowed to say a final goodbye to his best friend. Teddy cried and cried the whole way to his new house. His parents told him everything would be alright, but Teddy didn't believe them, so he continued to cry. Teddy missed his big sister Stephanie, who had been dropped off at her college the day before. He didn't quite understand when he would see her again. His parents said they would see her when school was over. Teddy wished Stephanie was home to see the new house. Once they arrived at the new house, Teddy's parents let him pick out his new bedroom. They let him explore the new house while they unpacked, but told him he had to go to bed soon because he had to start school in the morning. The next morning, Teddy's parents waited with him for the bus. Once the bus arrived, Teddy realized that he didn't know anyone, and he sat alone. Thankfully, Teddy had brought along his teddy bear, who sat in the seat next to him. Once he got to school, Teddy was shown to his classroom and introduced to his class. His teacher's name was Miss Smith. One of his classmates didn't like Teddy's bear, and he tried to grab it out of Teddy's hands, but Teddy wouldn't let it go. Before Teddy realized, his bear was torn into pieces. Mrs. Smith ran over and grabbed the bear and told the boys she was sending it to the nurse's office to be put back together. This made Teddy excited that he would soon have his bear back. By lunchtime, Teddy was sad and discouraged. He didn't have his bear with him, and he hadn't made any new friends. Even though Teddy was starving, he didn't like the lunch and refused to eat it. That night, Teddy went home and told his parents how much he didn't like his new school. His mom and daddy assured him that it would get better. The next day, when Teddy got to school, he ran straight to his classroom to get his bear. But the bear wasn't there. He was nowhere to be found. Teddy's whole day was ruined. He sat at his desk crying, wish he could be with his bear. Weeks passed, and Teddy still refused to eat the school lunch, and he still didn't have his bear. Every night, his mommy and daddy continued to tell him that everything will be fine and school will get better. One day, a little girl named Sarah walked up to Teddy and asked him why he was always so sad. Teddy simply replied, "My bear was sent to the nurse's office and I want him back." "That happened to me too. My doll's arm got hurt when we were outside and I never got her back," replied Sarah. Teddy and Sarah talked the rest of the day about how much they didn't eat the school lunches, even though they were starving during lunchtime. Then they talked about how they wished they could have their bear and doll back. "I miss my doll so much," said Sarah tearfully. Sarah and Teddy continued to talk for the rest of the day, and soon they found that they didn't talk about their bear or doll anymore. That night, when Teddy went home, he told his mom and dad all about Sarah and how he loves his new school. The end.